welcome back to Galactic Reviews. This episode, we decided to watch Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It is the new movie based off of the Sonic video games and the sequel to the first Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Short synopsis of the movie is Eggman comes back and he's got a new friend, Knuckles, and Tails goes to Sonic to warn him, and they all go fight over the giant Chaos Emerald. Pretty riveting stuff. You want to go first, Andrew?
Sure. I watched the first one in preparation for this because I hadn't seen the first one, which I really enjoyed. The first one was very good. This one was a half hour longer. Didn't feel like it needed to be. I'll give it, hold on. I'll just go have a rating and explain. The first one, I'd give it, like, for just a kids movie, an 8. Like, it's a solid, really good, funny, family-friendly kids movie. This one, I'd give it like a 6. Still funny, still fun. It's just not as fun to watch as the first one. The pacing felt like too fast at times. Like all of a sudden something would appear, they'd reach the goal that they were trying to do, or it would just kind of like drag on. You'd be like, when's the next part of the plot? And they didn't explain as much as they did the first movie. So that's why 6. First one, 8.
I think honestly for me, I'd give both of them a 7. As the last one, it wasn't the greatest movie, but it was still relatively good.
I think the second one was slightly funnier.
Yeah, which is ironic because they do make like a reference of Ghostbusters with the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same way this movie feels to me. First one was the best, but second one was way funnier as far as Ghostbusters.
Gotcha.
This also had that same feel. However, the second one played more so to the lore of the characters as well, as it had in Knuckles, Tails, showing all of Tails' gadgets, having basically all of them be fast, which I didn't know they were actually going to do. So it was relatively good. I got a lot of nostalgia from the games and the characters of the games, especially seeing them so lifelike. So I'm going to give this one and the first one a 7, as both of them they weren't horrible, but they weren't like the best thing ever, but they were still really good.
We have the same average. Is that all that needs to be said, I guess? Without spoilers?
I don't know what you could spoil in this movie, because I mean, you can roughly guess what happens, but it's still pretty cool to see it.
Yeah.
To some extent, I see what you mean by the trimming up of some stuff. I do get it. However, I think it plays to it with showing like Sonic and Tails becoming more so friends.
Yeah, no, that was done well.
I think that in those cases, like it's showing Sonic being left alone in the house. Some of that stuff, I get like it shrinking it down, but I don't know if it would have the same approach that it had towards the end.
Yeah, I the slow parts didn't get me as much as the too fast parts did. Like all of a sudden they found the temple like that, or the underwater one, like just walk through it and there it is. I would like to see more of like a searching for. They made it seem too easy and too fast.
I think those might have been cut due to just time. That might have been it.
Yeah,
because like you said, it was about almost 2 hours, right?
The whole wedding was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, kind of plays into that stereotype, but that's what I thought when I first watched it. Is like, isn't it played into that stereotype that all Black women are crazy?
Yeah.
But I mean, like, it played off really well. I thought, like, they did it in a funny way, not like this is a horrible stereotype.
Yeah.
This is a horrible thing, you know.
Yeah. With the not explaining things, like in the first one, we knew where Sonic was from. We knew where he got the rings, how the rings worked, and like how he was getting from different places and why he was running. That was like given to us pretty fast. This one, just like Tails comes out of nowhere, no idea who he is, and we don't get an explanation of where he's from or how he also has the rings.
I don't think Tails has the rings. I think Knuckles has the rings. I don't think Tails has the rings.
Well, he came through a portal.
True. Yeah, I forgot about that. Well, the kid's also really smart, so I wouldn't push it past him to like re-engineer a ring himself.
Yeah, but like, is he from the same world as Sonic and Knuckles are?
I think he said I don't think it really specifically said. However, no. I guess at that point it's up for grabs as to whether you think they are from the same world.
Yeah.
I would think they were, just because of just the appearance of them and how they look.
Yeah. And then at the very end, with like the final power up, without giving too much context or spoilers, there was no explanation whatsoever for what happened. We knew that the Master Gym can give people a lot of power, but that wasn't necessarily the case of what happened. And they just didn't explain it whatsoever. And unless you know the Sonic lore going into the movie, like, it's just a big question mark.
I will say it didn't explain it as well as they could have. However, I think they might do that, especially if they do a third one. And
I mean, they set it up
I mean, they set it up really well. So without getting into spoilers, if they do a third one, I think that might be more so part of the third one. I could see that actually happening.
It was good. It was fun. It was enjoyable. I really love Jim Carrey just having fun in these movies. He really makes the movie what it is.
Yeah, I don't absolutely love him as Eggman, but I don't
Mhm.
hate him
Not at all.
as Eggman at all. I would like to see him when he was in like a fat suit, like when he was Grinch. I would like to
Mhm.
see that, and I think he's actually said he would like to do that.
We will see. It was an overall good movie. There's not much to talk about spoilers, Rise. It's just I don't want to spoil the plot for the people who haven't seen it. Yeah, there's not much to talk about spoilers, Rise. Other than Kronk.
I'd give that more so to Knuckles, honestly. Just the way he was like dot 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 dot.
Yes.
Just the way
Yeah.
he was being baseline stupid
Yes.
made him more like Kronk, in my opinion. If I
That's,
was to give a Kronk award.
that is a good assessment. Yeah.
Spoiler warning,
We're just gonna
you
go
have been
right into
warned.
it.
Yeah, spoiler warning, you have been warned. No complaints.
Oh, the one scene that I really didn't like was the dance battle. That was the one I didn't like. We're coming from the first movie, we had a literal bar fight. And then this one, they're in like a Serbian Russian bar where they're known for being tough and just dance fight. I was
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I still thought it was funny.
it was
They
funny.
honestly, they thought they were gonna have like actual fight, and then like it turned
Yeah.
into a dance battle.
Like it
And
was a
then
good joke. It was funny, but
Yeah,
I
I
was like,
thought they played it off well. I mean, it's a miss of an opportunity, but they also played it off really well.
yeah.
So I
We
get
could have
that, and then I
seen
also,
we could have seen more of Tails' gadgets.
yeah. Well, I mean, we got to see a lot of it when the
We
women were
did.
going to fight.
We did, and that was a good way of doing that. That was really good.
Yeah, and quite honestly, I think we might see more of them in the third film.
The Sonic Shadow face off is going to be quite fun to watch.
But yes, I think the two of them in the next film will be good.
I wonder if they'll have Eggman in it.
I don't know. I think they might just have him skip Eggman for a little bit, and then make him be the villain for the fourth.
They've set themselves up to have a pretty good franchise.
One thing that they did the first movie was listen to the fans because they had a horrible design for Sonic. The fans said no, and they decided to actually listen to the fans, which was shocking because a lot of franchises haven't really been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was shocking, and that's what made the movie so popular, despite the mediocre plot and stuff. It was really, really good because the people listened to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
This movie was a really good storyline. So, and actually paid homage to a lot of the lore.
The movie, other than not explaining it.
Yeah, some things they didn't really explain.
Yeah, they could have explained the Chaos Emeralds much better.
Yeah, but I think they did it enough to where you understood that what it was and what it could do and what it
apparently there's like
they lost it.
There's like some nuance where like Eggman only uses the negative energy and Sonic absorbs the positive energy. I don't know.
I thought it was really good.
Yep. I like the robot. I like the robot battle. That was a ton of fun. I really like the sidekick. He is so funny.
Tails?
No, the agent.
Oh, the henchman guy. Yeah.
Yes.
Take me with you.
Oh,
Just
he's
grabs
so
him by
funny.
the ankle. Yeah, he was funny. I thought he was better used in this than the first one.
He was, yeah.
Definitely a good watch. It's a fun watch. It's not going to change your world like Star Wars, but it's still a really good watch.
They're both very good, fun, family-friendly movies.
And they're listening to the fans, which is the audience, which is their payers. So I mean, take a win where you can.
All right. Thank you everyone for listening to our joint review and discussion of Sonic the Hedgehog 2. It is my choice. If I'm correct, I am choosing the Northman. So we will see y'all next week for that.